Live from KSAT 12, the 6 o'clock news starts right now.
And we begin this evening with a major setback for a nonprofit whose only goal is to give back to the community. Blessed Angels is trying to figure out how to continue that work of helping those in need after 2 of their 4 work vehicles were vandalized and broken into. Our John Paul Baraja shows us what happened.
Blessed Angels staff had a rude and costly start to their Monday when they got back here and noticed there was a hole in their wooden fence that they've since boarded up. Whoever did break in vandalized at least 2 of their work vehicles. On this one, they tried to cut the wires and steal the battery, but were unsuccessful. They also broke this window. That way they could rummage inside the car and see if there was anything worth taking. And on this second vehicle, they stole all 4 tires, leaving them on wooden stumps, wooden logs, and just about anything they could find to prop this vehicle up.
It just hurts me more because I know the seniors that we help are dependent on it. They look forward to coming here every day. We pick them up in these vans, we deliver food in these vans, and the second we're not there for them, it's like their whole day is off.
Blessed Angels Operation Manager Austin Verrett explains on top of affecting their day-to-day duties, this all comes as they prepare for their second toy drive in 2 weeks, which he now worries will limit the amount of toys they can buy. Coming up at 10, we'll hear from the nonprofit CEO about how this setback isn't just impacting them, but also the community they serve. John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
Let's hope they get some help to get them back on the road.
I love calling bingo there, Myra.
Oh,
it's
yeah?
fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Oh, that's
lot
awesome.
of fun.
All the work they do.
Good crew, great people that visit there.
Okay, so we did it today. We had our first freeze in San Antonio.
Yeah, we did our first freeze. We got down to 31 degrees this morning, around a little before sunrise. Then we topped out at 65 this afternoon. The 65 is average, but the morning low temperatures were below average. Kerrville got down to 25. That's not Kerrville's first freeze. Hondo 29, 30 Stinson, 30 Port SA, Pleasanton dropped down to 27. Widespread light freeze across south central Texas earlier today. It's not going to be the same tonight. It'll still be cool. You'll feel a chill in the air tonight and tomorrow morning, but we're going to stay above freezing for at least the next 7 days. By 10 o'clock, we're at 45. Midnight, we're at 43 degrees. And then we start the day tomorrow near 40. No more freezes, but we do have some changes in the highs to talk about and rain chances. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
All right, we'll see you then. Thanks, Adam. New details surrounding a high school student who was found dead inside her home last week in Edna, northeast of Victoria. A 23-year-old man has reportedly confessed to stabbing 16-year-old Lisbeth Medina. That's according to the Victoria Advocate newspaper, which spoke to the Edna police chief about this investigation. Rafael Romero was arrested Saturday night. He has a criminal history, and according to station KTRK in Houston, he overstayed his visa in the U.S. So far, it's unclear how or if Romero knew the victim. A lot of questions yet to be answered in this case, so as information develops, you can find the very latest on KSAT.com. At the Bexar County Courthouse, opening statements today in the trial of a woman accused of starving her 6-year-old daughter. Jennifer Delgado was facing charges of injury to a child, causing serious bodily injury in that case that dates back to 2018. If convicted, Delgado would face anywhere between 5 years to life in prison. Meanwhile, another trial won't be starting as expected because there's not a jury. Usually, juries are set for another week or so in December before wrapping things up for the year, but a maintenance issue shut things down early. Erica Hernandez explains what's next for that case that must now be reset and what's going on at the Central Jury Room.
Justice for a Converse mother will have to wait. Latasha Green was allegedly killed at the hands of her ex-boyfriend, Kendall Blunt, back in December 2020. Green, a Sergeant First Class Army combat medic, was found severely beaten in her home and later died of her injuries. Blunt was arrested and later charged with her murder. It's been 3 years since, and Blunt was expected to have jury selection in his case today. The issue not so much a case issue, but a central jury room issue, as there will be no jury panel called in this week because they have some scheduled maintenance that has to be done.
This week we are doing jury maintenance, which means that our system is not available to us in order to process jurors, pools, or anything like that. We are completely offline.
The maintenance is important because it updates the jury wheel.
We have a new list which includes new numbers, new names, It includes or excludes all the people that have moved from Bexar County that are not eligible to be jurors anymore.
The system will be ready to go by the beginning of 2024, with the first panels coming in on January 2nd. In the meantime, Blunt and other cases scheduled for this week will have to be reset. As for Blunt's case, he is set to come back for trial now on February 13th, 2024. If he is found guilty, he faces up to life in prison. Erica Hernandez, KSAT 12 News.
We now know the names of 3 teenagers DPS says were involved in a chase and a standoff yesterday. 3 19-year-olds, Curtis Wilson Jr., Joe Isaac Yanez, and Darnell Randall are all facing charges. Troopers say they tried to pull over an SUV near Rigsby and Roland Avenue just before about 7:30 yesterday. Investigators say that's when the driver sped off and crashed on Cody Street. A male and female were taken into custody there, but 2 other men ran away and barricaded themselves inside different structures on B Street. The suspects later surrendered a couple of hours later. Meantime, 2 people are on the run right now after police say they shot a man they flagged down along Zarzamora. This happened just after 1 this morning near the intersection of Zarzamora and Culebra. Police say the victim slowed down after 2 suspects motioned at him, and then he was shot in his legs. The pair ran off, and an ambulance took the victim to a nearby hospital. No word on any motive here. $550 million will be used to transform the Alamo Historic District. The goal for the Alamo Trust, that is the goal rather for the Alamo Trust, and they believe this investment will end up bringing more than $11 billion back to Bexar County. That's the estimate within the first 10 years of the redesign's debut. The plan is to make the 12 acres around the Alamo more navigable with shade, seating, and a new attraction, things like an education center and a visitors museum.
It's about restoring a sense of reverence and respect to the site, which sometimes has been lost to history. It's about helping guests to understand the full footprint of what was Mission San Antonio de Valero and became the Alamo Fort. It's also about the preservation of our 2 most important architectural artifacts, which is the Alamo Church and the Alamo Long Barrack.
Rogers added that the current plan is the only one that has ever received broad support from the city, the county, and the state of Texas, all of which have invested in this project. The final phase, a visitors museum and center, is set to be complete by 2027. It is that time of year when so many of us are looking to do some good. Volunteering later in life may protect the brain against cognitive decline and dementia. That's the conclusion of a study released internationally this year. A longtime community volunteer whose father died with dementia tells our Courtney Friedman the results are encouraging.
Jean, khaki, or tan?
Retired Air Force Lieutenant Colonel Glenda Rast spent her Monday volunteering for the Bulverde Spring Branch Angels, picking up Christmas presents for kids. Though retired, she fills her days with volunteer work.
With my Kiwanis Club, and we do like a Stuff the Bus once a year. February we do our big diaper and baby wipe drive. And we've helped Salvation Army ring the bell.
Researchers say older adults should follow her lead. New studies presented at this year's Alzheimer's Association International Conference found volunteering can boost your memory and postpone or even prevent cognitive decline and dementia.
Which has a personal connection because my father had dementia when he died. My mother-in-law right now is suffering from the disease.
Rast is also a retired audiologist and watched her patients suffer as well.
I think Ronald Reagan called it the long goodbye.
That's why she's glad to know new research is showing families how to postpone that decline.
Staying socially active is an important part of mental health, which obviously would impact folks' ability to maintain cognitive function.
Alzheimer's Association of San Antonio Executive Director Greg Shudo says volunteering involves physical activity, social interaction, stimulating, and even protecting the brain.
I'm happier when I'm volunteering because I'm giving back.
Her heart lifts as she collects these presents, knowing similar actions could be staving off dementia for others. Courtney Friedman, KSAT 12 News.
Now, more restricted dementia patients can volunteer as well by sharing their story with others or even taking part in clinical trials to hopefully benefit others. To find out more ways to volunteer, find this story on KSAT.com. take a look at news around America now. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky was in Washington, D.C. today, making a plea for more U.S. funding for the ongoing war. Zelensky warned that while Russia is fighting in Ukraine, the Kremlin's real target is freedom in America and around the globe, he said. President Biden has asked Congress for $64 billion in wartime funding for Ukraine. That money would come from a $110 billion plan that also includes support for Israel and other national security priorities. But Congress remains deadlocked over those plans. Special counsel Jack Smith is asking the Supreme Court to decide whether Donald Trump is immune from criminal prosecution for crimes he's accused of while in office. Trump's trial for alleged efforts to undo the results of the 2020 election that's scheduled to start in early March. Trump's attorneys have argued his actions after the election were part of his official duties as president, and therefore he has presidential immunity. The district judge has already ruled that Trump is not immune. Back here at home, let's take a look at traffic out there right now. Quite backed up. 410 in McCullough, it's the westbound lanes that seem to have all those red taillights moving away from the camera. This in the area of North Star Mall, so slow going as folks head home or perhaps for a little Christmas shopping. The San Antonio Food Bank getting into the season of giving in a record-breaking way. How much fresh food was collected and their message to people in need. It's coming up next, right here at 6.
This SA Salutes holiday greeting is brought to you by Rodriguez Trial Law.
Hi, I'm Fidel Rodriguez Jr. with Rodriguez Trial Law. We would like to thank all active and ex-military members for your service and sacrifice. Blessed holidays to all.
The San Antonio Food Bank is setting some records when it comes to making sure people in need have something to eat this holiday season. The 13th annual Harvest from the Heart campaign will distribute more than 4 million pounds of fresh fruit and vegetables to people in need just in time for the holidays. The San Antonio Food Bank feeds thousands of families every single week and wants people to know that if you're struggling with putting food on the table right now, they have more than enough resources to help everyone in need.
If you're struggling as a family and the holidays are creating some extra burden, this is the time to reach out to the San Antonio Food Bank because we can help.
The food bank says HEB played a massive role in this year's record-breaking Harvest from the Heart campaign, but it couldn't have been this big of a turnout without the contributions of dozens of local farmers and produce vendors, too. All right, one day left to donate a pair of new shoes or socks to the Share the Shoes campaign to help out kids in need. You can drop off those donations at any of the 7 San Antonio Police Department substations through tomorrow, December 12th. They are taking donations of shoes and socks for toddlers to adult sizes. We have all of this information, including these locations you see here on KSAT.com. All right, chill absolutely with us. Okay, you said earlier no more freezes this week, but it's still going to be a cold one.
Yeah, you still want the jacket for the bus stop tomorrow morning, that's for sure. But let's take a look back at our morning low temperatures. I talked about them earlier, widespread light freeze earlier this morning. It's also the coldest reading we've had since February 1st. That's 313 days since we've been that cold. I hope you were all able to get your plants taken care of and inside tomorrow morning. Okay, not 62 in San Antonio. We're going to be close to 40 degrees all across the board, some upper 30s in the hill country tomorrow morning. Notice the morning temperatures jump up then. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're in the 50s for morning temperatures, and then we'll see a cold front push us back down into the mid and upper 30s by the end of the weekend and this time next week. So some fluctuations coming both in terms of the morning temperatures and the afternoon highs. They'll fall down into the upper 50s later this week with more clouds in the sky limiting our sun that we get and the warmth that we get from the sunshine. All right, let's talk about the big picture and the next system headed our way that's going to give us our chance of rain, with the best shot being on Friday. It's this little dip in the upper level flow, this little trough in the Pacific Northwest right now. You can actually see it better when you look at the water vapor satellite imagery. You see this little swirl that I've highlighted. It's a little system right now, but it's going to amplify and strengthen as it heads our way. It's going to become a big closed upper level low pressure. And with it, widespread precipitation. We're talking mountain snow in Colorado and New Mexico. Good for ski resorts there, especially as we approach Christmas time when a lot of people travel for skiing. And then we get into Friday, and that's when we have our chance of rain from this broad upper level low. Now, most of the rain will be in North Texas, and even a little bit of a wintry mix in the panhandle from this, probably on the cold side of it. And then it's all out of here as we get into Friday night and into Saturday. Up to an inch, we think, possible overall through Friday. And there will be some dampness leading up to it. And we're talking about Wednesday with a little bit of dampness. It's drizzle, light sprinkles. The morning commute on Wednesday is going to be damp, but we're not going to have a whole lot of real rain to show for it. And that's why we gave it the 40% chance. For drizzle, I give it about 100% chance, but the actual shower is about 40%. So not adding up to much. Thursday, 20% chance. Friday, that's our primary opportunity at 60% right now. As for tomorrow, with just increasing clouds, you'll notice the clouds start to thicken throughout the day, and then they'll really dominate the sky the remainder of the week. 40 degrees at 7 a.m., some upper 30s in outlying areas. By noon, we're up to 64 and 68 for the high. So dress in layers again tomorrow. Chilly start, not bad in the afternoon. Make it to 71 in Floresville, Nixon, Smiley, 71, 68 Bandera, Comfort, Bernie, Helotes, 66 for the high temperature tomorrow. Notice a decent amount of cloud cover the rest of this week as they increase tomorrow. Gray day on Wednesday with that drizzly dampness and light sprinkles, especially for the first part of the day. Still 62. Then we see those temperatures drop down a little bit in terms of afternoon highs. 57. We'll be in the upper 50s for afternoon highs Friday and Saturday. And overall, that's going to push us back below average for afternoon readings, but the offset is, hey, not another freeze.
Yeah, we got that going. All right, thanks, Adam. All right, let's talk Cowboys now. Larry joins us here in the studio. Larry, one of my friends, huge Cowboys fan, very nervous this time yesterday. Feeling much better today.
Oh, absolutely. So the Cowboys this season have beaten the teams they should beat for the most part, right? But they haven't been able to beat the teams that they really need to beat to be one of the upper level teams. Well, yesterday they changed that, at least for this week, beating the Eagles. And Dak Prescott says he cannot sugarcoat what this victory means. And in college football, UTSA is getting ready for Marshall and the Frisco Bowl while dealing with the transfer portal coming up. UTSA football is in bowl game mode as they prepare for the Frisco Bowl next weekend. The Marshall Thundering Herd. UTSA last played the day after Thanksgiving, losing to Tulane 29-16. Now UTSA is getting ready to face a Marshall squad that will look a little different compared to the regular season because guys are now in the transfer portal.
Just trying to guess what that's going to look like and what their lineup's going to look like. And same with them, they don't know. We got guys in the portal too. They don't know who's going to play, who's not going to play. Just because you're in the portal doesn't mean you're not playing. You got to have a team. You still got to go play. So there's going to be guys that are in the portal playing in the game. So I wouldn't read too much into that. Now, if they say they're not playing, I would take that, you know. So it's just crazy. It's our fourth year in a bowl, and it's been crazy every year we've done it, like crazy, and it just keeps getting crazier every year.
UTSA will play Marshall Tuesday the 19th at 8 p.m. in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
The Dallas Cowboys led the Philadelphia Eagles from start to finish last night as they picked up a key NFC East win, 33-13. Both teams are 10-3 and tied for first, but the Cowboys hold the tiebreaker on the Eagles based on a better win percentage in division games. And Dallas is currently the second seed in the NFC behind San Francisco. Dak said he played solid enough to get the win, throwing for 271 yards and 2 touchdowns to help Dallas split the 2-game regular season series with the Eagles.
It was big. We needed it. Yeah, let's not sugarcoat that. We needed that. Obviously, I've talked about it before. Mike talks about grabbing a huge chunk of confidence and moving forward, and being able to do that against a team like that here at home, place that we've had a lot of success at over the last 2 years. It was a great team win, much needed win, but we got to turn the page quick, especially in this league, especially with where we've placed ourselves. I can't sit here and celebrate on this. This was our expectation of the night, and we played to our standards, so now it's about doing that again next week.
Houston Texans head coach DeMeco Ryans confirmed today that rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud is in concussion protocol after taking a hit in their loss to the Jets yesterday. Stroud's helmet hit the ground very hard, knocking him out of the game with 6:43 left in the fourth quarter. Stroud will have to go through several steps before he's cleared to play, and Houston will next play Sunday at noon at Tennessee. Here is Smithson Valley head football coach Larry Hill Friday night down in Corpus, clapping because his Rangers punched their ticket to the state final, advancing to state for the first time since 2004. We caught up with the Rangers this morning as they prep for the big game.
Well, it's a little chilly here in the mornings like it is in December when you practice at 6:30, but you know, that's a good problem to have, and you know, our players are excited but focused, and we're trying to do a good job of keeping them focused. There's a lot of distractions, a lot of, you know, a little more media scrutiny than normal, and you know, and then obviously you got to handle a road trip, you got to handle an overnight stay. You've got some things that you don't normally do. You say, well, once the ball's kicked, it's just another game, and that's true, but there's a lot of details that come up in a game like this that you don't normally have to deal with, and so far we're doing a good job with that.
Smithson Valley and Aledo will go down Friday night at 7 at Jerry World in Arlington. And in the NBA tonight, the Spurs will try to end their 16-game losing streak at the Houston Rockets.
Oh, let's hope it works.
Right.
Thanks, Larry.
All right, here's a look at what we're expecting tomorrow morning. Upper 30s in some outlying areas. So 37 Hondo, Uvalde, and Kerrville. Canyon Lake about 38. Here in San Antonio, right around 40 degrees, give or take. So it'll be a cool start to the day, dress in layers, but at least we aren't expecting a freeze. And then by tomorrow afternoon, we're well into the 60s, even right around 70 degrees. But afternoons are going to get cooler with more clouds in the sky the remainder of the week. As cool as 57 for highs by Friday and Saturday. Also rain chances. A bit damp and drizzly Wednesday. Then Friday, our best shot at some scattered showers.
All right, thanks, Adam. It's a shorter 6 o'clock for us today. Monday Night Football coverage starts in just a few minutes. We'll see you right back here for the Night Beat after the game.